Good day everyone. Welcome back to my video lesson. I'm Teacher L and today we are going to explore the wonderful world of music and arts, quarter 2, week 1, day 2. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify creative works in one's local area, recognize the basic concepts and principles of sound theater, dance and visual elements based on the Bindiyan dance and the traditional attires of Benguet, and explain the basic concepts and principles of sound theater, dance and visual elements of Bindiyan dance. Alright class, before we wrap up today's lesson, let's do a quick review. I have some fill-in-the-blank statements for you. This will help us remember what we have learned about the Bindiyan dance and its elements. I'll read each statement and you can write in the correct answer. Let's see how much you remember. Number 1. The blank dance is a traditional dance that showcases Ibaloy culture. Very good. Bindiyan. Number 2. Key elements of dance include blank, energy, space, and time. Very good. Body. Number 3. The instrument commonly used in the Bindiyan dance is the blank. That's correct. Sulibaw. In visual arts, blank refers to the basic building block for creating shapes. That's right. Line. And number 5. The blank of the Bindiyan dance tells stories through its movements. That's correct. Dance. Very good. Now class, let's explore the different instruments used in the Bindiyan dance. These instruments play a vital role in setting the rhythm and mood of the performance. We'll start with the sulibaw, a traditional drum played by striking its surface with the palm. Next, we have the gong, which add depth and resonance to the music. The gongs or gangsa are made with the help of a hammer and anvil, which is a hefty iron block that is heated, then pounded and bent using a metal cylinder to generate a particular sound, typically dependent on its placement in an ensemble. Additionally, they also use the kick and bongkaka. These instruments are optional or alternate uses that enhance the musical experience but are not always present in every performance. Together, these instruments create a vibrant soundscape that brings the Bindiyan dance to life. Now let's talk about the traditional attire worn in the Bindiyan dance. The dancers typically wear colorful and intricately woven costumes that reflect the Ibaloy culture. First is a headcloth called shinggit, panjat, or binachek. It is used by both male and female in the mambunong or high priest. A wraparound skirt called dibit or eten, and a blouse called kambal or sad-a has several layers at the back so the user is protected from the edges of the kayabang basket carried at the back. A G-string called pinangsas, kulibaw, kubal, kubal, or bahag. And a vest which is optional, made of woven textiles, and also a blanket called ules or ketep. The bright colors and patterns not only represent their heritage but also enhance the visual appeal of the dance, making it a vibrant celebration of culture. As we wrap up today's lesson, let's reflect on what we've learned. I'd like each of you to complete these phrases. We learned that, we realized that, we appreciated that. Write your answer in your notebook. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on our learning. I have a few questions for you to consider. First, why is it important to experience cultural events like the Bindiyan Dance Festival? Very good. Experiencing cultural events like the Bindiyan Dance Festival help us appreciate the traditions and values of different communities. It fosters understanding and respect for diverse cultures, allowing us to celebrate our shared humanity and learn from one another. Number 2, what is your plan to learn more about the Bindiyan dance? That's good. You plan to research more about the Bindiyan dance through books, documentaries, and online resources. You might also ask community members or elders who have participated in the dance to share their experiences and stories. Number 3, what is your plan to learn more about the Bindiyan dance? That's good. You can help preserve these traditions by sharing what you learned with your friends and family, participating in local cultural events, and supporting local artisan performance. You can also encourage others to appreciate and respect our cultural heritage. Now it's time for our formative assessment. I'd like you to write an essay or narrative by answering the following questions. What is Bindian dance based on the symbols and representations of local faith and beliefs? What is the importance of wearing traditional attire and playing indigenous musical instruments when performing cultural dances such as the Bindian dance? Thank you for joining me today. Keep exploring, and I look forward to our next lesson together. Goodbye for now.